Welcome to my next Big Bang Theory Season 10 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you're not caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching The Big Bang Theory, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case, you find if you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. This will be The Big Bang Theory Season 10, Episode 22. The title of this episode is called The Cognition Regeneration. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. So during a multiplayer game in Leonard and Penny's apartment, the guys are losing and call for Sheldon to help them. Sheldon tries to fire his weapon but keeps jumping instead. As all of their characters are killed. Sheldon is worried that he used to be very good, but that he is no longer the wonder kind he once was. At a girls' night out, Penny is surprised that Bernadette can drink while breastfeeding. Bernadette counters that the yeast helps with the milk production. Amy calls that a myth, which irritates Bernadette, and she's like, "Don't pick up your phone and look." Penny runs into her ex-boyfriend, Zach, who is now engaged. Zach invites Penny and Leonard to dinner with his fiance, can't talk all of a sudden. At the comic book store, Sheldon is discussing his recent humiliation in the video game. He has read some research called super aging, which suggests that by performing difficult mental tasks, one can actually improve the structure of your brain. Leonard suggests crossword puzzles, but Sheldon says it's more about pushing your brain out of its comfort zone and to the point of exhaustion. Leonard is not excited about spending an evening with Penny's ex, Zach. After they meet, Zach apologizes that his fiancée couldn't make it. In Amy and Sheldon's place, Raj teaches Sheldon how to make croissants. Even though they taste great, Sheldon is disappointed that the task came too easily to him. Back at the bar, Zach discusses Leonard's government project and Penny's sales job. She is not happy about it. So Zach mentions that he's got an opening in his company as head of sales. Howard tries to teach Sheldon some magic, which doesn't excite him. Instead, Howard shows Sheldon how to juggle. Driving home, Leonard asks Penny if she's serious about taking the job. She thinks the offer is great since she has sales and restaurant experience, and then she asks Leonard if he is jealous and wants her to stay in a job that she is not happy with. Leonard replies that working with an ex-boyfriend isn't very smart. Amy arrives home and finds Sheldon trying to learn how to ride a unicycle. She heads for the bedroom, however, Sheldon needs help getting down. Leonard gets advice from Howard and Raj while Penny is talking to the girls. Penny insists there's no reason for Leonard to feel threatened since Zach is engaged. Bernadette tells Penny she wouldn't let Howard work for an ex-girlfriend. Raj thinks that Penny will push back if Leonard tries to stop her. Sheldon boxes up the unicycle, telling Amy that he is quitting. Amy says that he may be quitting just because it is hard, thus making Sheldon mad, and he leaves. Elsewhere, when Penny returns to the apartment, she asks Leonard if Leonard wants to talk, and Penny says she understands this job would make Leonard feel uncomfortable. Leonard tells her he doesn't want her stuck at a job she doesn't like, so he says if she wants to take the job, he'll find a way to deal with it. Penny says no to the idea as it would make them both miserable, so she'll stay where she's at. When Leonard says how he feels like he's being selfish and holding her back, Penny doesn't disagree. In their bedroom, Amy brings Sheldon a cup of tea. He is quickly reaching the peak age for those who win a Nobel Peace Prize or a Nobel Prize. Amy then suggests he spend less time on comics and video games. No. She then asks if it would be so bad if he never made a breakthrough discovery and instead spent his life doing solid, dependable research, surrounded by friends and loved ones who appreciate him. Sheldon thinks that Amy's cute and announces that he is going to learn how to walk on stilts. At home, Penny asks Leonard if he was sure that he could take, if he was sure that she could take the job. Yes, Penny calls Zach and learns that there is no offer because his fiance didn't like the idea either. After finishing the phone call with Zach, Penny tells Leonard he was right and that Zach's fiance made him retract the offer. When Bernadette goes into her kitchen, she finds Howard and asks him where he was. He visited her mother since she made fun of his hobbies. Howard pulls out a ventriloquist dummy she used in her beauty pageants when she entered as a child. Bernadette introduces Howard to Tammy Jo St. Cloud, who starts to make fun of Howard and quickly escapes the kitchen. In the street, Sheldon is seen walking on stilts, and then he walks up in bed with Amy, the ordeal being a dream. And that's what ends this episode of The Big Bang Theory. So I'm going to score it a 7.6 out of 10. A character of the episode is Sheldon, and then as many of you know, I actually rate Penny because that's one of the reasons. That is the reason why I started watching The Big Bang Theory. So I'm going to give her an 8.7 out of 10 for this particular episode. So you've heard everything that I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of The Big Bang Theory and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please consider Hulk smashing the like button, share the video with a friend, put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on my review of The Big Bang Theory as well as the episode of The Big Bang Theory. What would you score it? Whom would be your character of the episode? If you want to rate Penny like I do, you can go ahead and do that as well in the comment section. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And you never know what you're going to see on JDEV TV.